Hi everyone, this is John from MTG Modern Ad Nauseam, and this is link number 1 and match number 4. We've found an opponent, so let's jump right in this fourth match. We've just had a very encouraging win against Affinity. Let's see what we can do in this fourth match. So we won a die roll. Yes, of course we'll be on the play. And we have a hand that's look very good. We have 2 lands untapped that enters untapped, 1 Other's Bloom, and we have the combo in hand. We have 4 pieces of combo altogether in MtG Ad Nauseam. So we just need to top deck a 6 piece of mana, and we're looking good here. So of course we keep. Our opponents can play a lot of things, of course, that can interact with us. But even if, let's say, we play against Enchant, they need double discard here. 1 discard is not going to do anything. By the way, if they do discard, they might actually want to remove Angel Grace, since even though we have spoils to look for it, it might put us in danger. But we're playing against a Celestial Colonnade, so we're going to play against Control. Let's see how it goes. So now it's getting a bit too much. We have 5 pieces of combo. We don't want that many. Spoil of the Vault can be used later on if we manage to scry to get something on top of library. But at this stage, we really want a land. The problem is this Lotus Bloom is going to be it's unlikely to resolve, since if we see a Celestial Colonnade, we're playing against Control. Remand, Mana Leak. Mana Leak we should be able to pay, but what else? Negate. A lot of things can happen. So this is Jeskai color, Jeskai Control. As far as I know, since we see a Colonnade Serum Vision. Jeskai Control might be also Jeskai Nahiri. Oh, that's very good. That's very good because we can force the Lotus Bloom to resolve if we packed it. But the problem is we don't have the 3rd piece. That's a shame, because we would be in a very good shape here if we had this 3rd mana. And then now we have 5 pieces of combo, but nothing much else. And our opponent is most likely gonna just land pass, and is fetching here. I would say it would keep the mana open to deal with the bloom that's coming already. We won't be able to Pact of Negation here. We could actually Pact of Negation and do Angel Grace. Let's see what's happened. Let's see what's happening here. Turn off auto yield just to make sure. Cast. Logic Note. You want me to pay 3. Something X equal 3 delve. Oh yeah, because he delved. Okay, I just realized what happened. Okay, what we can do is we can we can actually do something very very interesting here. We can Pact of Negation and hopefully we draw a land. If we Pact of Negation here, we draw a land. We can combo next turn. Yeah, we can combo next turn, but will still be weak to any counter spell. So it's not looking good. The opponent has 6 cards in hand. Doing a Pact of Negation here would be very very dangerous. So no, we could have a Simian Spirit Guide. Hey, he didn't. I don't know if he thought about it, but that would be hey. So we have 3 mana. So we're building up the mana. Against Control, I would say we're not in a bad shape here. We're just gonna have to ramp to our mana, but our opponent cannot commit to anything, because as far as he knows, we can combo at any time. well, not with 2 mana, but that's it's going to be Cryptic Command here, and I would say that's a good play to do that here. Is he going to bounce? He can actually draw, or he can bounce a permanent. And if he can bounce a permanent, he could bounce a land. That would be good. Decide not to. In here, there's nothing I can do. I'm not gonna do a Spoil of the Vault in the air. I could Spoil of the Vault for a land, but no, that's not where we want to be. That's unfortunate. Double Simian Spirit Guide. Blah 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 blah. We're gonna have to discard here. We're just gonna discard a Spoil of the Vault anyway. That's a shame. He looked very good. We still haven't drawn a land in 6 turns. Still haven't drawn a land in 6 turns. These 2 land we had it in the opening hand. So, and then our opponent is building up. We're just gonna do Serum Vision. Might just be countered here. That would be totally fine. A snap. So that's going to be Snap Cryptic Command. I cannot commit to use Pact of Negation here. Well, luckily we didn't do it because we would have our combo would have been Cryptic Command. Yeah, of course that's gonna work. Very good. It's very rare that people actually target and are aggressive towards my cantrip, and I think this is good. I think you should do that if you play against Ad Nauseam and target opponents' cantrip. Well, not in all situations, of course, but in that situation, that's just exactly what you should do. Sometimes you're tempted to just keep it for Ad Nauseam, but it might just be too late already. So okay, there's nothing we can do. The Force of Will effect here is not tempting, especially if he could bounce our white mana source. Yeah, and he's gonna get to the. So we don't see Nahiri. He might just not play it, but it still is very unfortunate. No land. We get a 3rd Spoil of the Vault. I think the deck 8 turns without a single land. I think the deck just decided not to do anything. Not to do anything here. And what happened? I need to discard a card. I'm just going to discard the Spoil of the Vault. Well, technically, if we draw a Pentaprism, we have 6 mana and we could combo. We're gonna face a land. But if our opponent often is taking some risk here? Not when I'm on 2 land. Not when I'm on 2 land. But with a Prism, yeah, no, the deck is just screwing with us right now. 9 turn without a single land. That's it. He's gonna attack here for 6. There's nothing we can do. Let's concede and go game 2. Yeah. Okay. I would say that this is not something. The thing that just happened here has nothing to do with Ad Nauseam. In any deck, if you don't draw a land over the next 10 turn, I don't think you can do anything anyway, whatever deck you play. So that's just happened. No problem with that. And we have good hate. We have good hate against that deck. So hopefully we can see Giga Drought in action. Echoing Truth, Patrician Scorn, Leyline. Line is fine. He might play Vandal on Click, but it's a bit too much. I would like to play Thoughtseize here, but I might need to remove it anyway because we might not have enough space. I would like to play these 2 as well. I'll just put it on the side. Nah, just put it here. Yeah. I don't know. He might play Spellskite. He might play Meddling Mage. Meddling Mage. So the Pact very good against Meddling Mage or Echoing Truth as well. Thoughtseize can also deal with it. Okay, what can we remove? Nothing much. We're gonna remove Mana Rocks here because we're playing against control. I'm actually tempted to remove all the Lotus Bloom, since it's going to be counted when it arrives like 3 to 4 turns in advance. It has to be announced 4 turns in advance. They have all the times that they want to handle the counter spell. Sometimes it's going to be useful, but I'm definitely going to remove 2 Friction Life. This card is it's not very reliable against control. We're going to keep our Spoil of the Vault. So it's actually okay if we remove all the Bloom. We even have space for Slow the Pack. We have our Thoughtseize, we have our Pact of Negation, we keep our Spoil, we keep our double Lab Maniac. We won't just spoil for Friction Life, which is okay. Here in that situation, this spoils will be 5 to 7 Ad Nauseam, or draw the top deck of our library. Okay, so usually this kind of matchup are actually good matchup, not amazingly good, but they're actually favorable, just because of all what we bring with the Pact of Negation and everything, and control players will have a lot of problem committing to do anything against us, because we can combo in instant speed. But yeah, of course, game 1 was very bad. I mean, we didn't get any land. This is a good hand. We have our Nauseam, which is always the hardest piece of combo to get. Always good to have in your hand. Double cantrip, and we already have 3 lands. We already have more land than we had the game before. 2 cantrip to manage to get this second piece of combo, and if we can get a Bosechu, if we can get multiple Pact of Negation, we'll be even in better shape. This kind of match can actually drag on pretty long. So let's not take too much time thinking. It should be alright. Okay, so we're gonna start with Sleight of Hand for... Oh, nope, because we don't have Lotus Bloom. So I'm happy to start with Serum Vision here. We draw Slow the Pact. Well, first thing first, Lightning Storm is at the bottom of the library. It's perfect. It's where it should be. Spoil of the Vault. Do we want to draw Spoil of the Vault next turn? We might want to draw Spoil of the Vault next turn. It's going to be a potential Angel Grace. We can spoil for it. And we can draw it because we're going to have Scry land, so we might just be able to use it for value here. To draw a top deck of the top card of our deck. Let's draw it. Let's draw it next turn. So Slow the Pact. I'm quite happy with Slow the Pact here because not many deck, even Jeskai control or even blue-white control, not many of them play Meddling Mage. But Meddling Mage naming Ad Nauseam is it's pretty annoying. It's unfortunate that we have this this very annoying game 1 because we are very favored game 1 against control because a lot of cards are dedicated to Create Your Hate, which is useless against that. A lot of cards, Path to Exile, Supreme Verdict, sometimes they play Condemn, sometimes they play Wrath of God as well. All of these cards have no impact on us. And now they've removed all those cards. So they will have more counterspell, they will have more hate. So usually this is the kind of game where we usually win game 1. So we're not very happy about that. Let's do Temple of Deceit and Prism. Prism is good. Well, we want Prism. So we're gonna hold on our Sleight of Hand. Put it on top of our library. Yes, we do want Prism. Might end up being countered here. Okay, that's looking good. Because he's using 1 mana. If he's playing a second land, he might hit a Spell Snare, and there is no blue. So we here, no problem, we are just gonna cast Pentad Prism while we can, play a tap land, Angel Grace, and put on top of Angel Grace. Here it is. So it's shaping up quite well. And actually we can combo next turn. If we can do a meddling mage here, it would be great. It would be actually great since we can kill it. But it seems that it will just pass the turn. Okay. Okay, we have our piece of combo. We have 6 mana. I could technically combo right here. We're of course not gonna do it. Because one counter spell and then we're in pretty bad shape. We can spoil of the vault for Pact of Negation. That's something we can do if we force to combo earlier than we want to. In here, I would just slay our hand, and we're gonna put in hand Pact of Negation. It's shaping up really well. Hopefully he doesn't have anything to remove our Pentad Prism. And he could, since he could have wear. He definitely have wear and tear. There's no way his deck doesn't play wear and tear. So he can just get rid of our prism. He would have done it before, I guess, if he had wear and tear. Just in case I wanted to use the mana in my main phase. So yep, I would say he would have casted it. So in here, if he passed the turn, yep. Okay, so that's where the fun start against control. Now we can just pass the turn here. We can just pass the turn, and if he's tapping out to cast things, let's say he wants to do Thirst for Knowledge. I don't think he played that card. But if he starts to tapping, and if he has only one blue source of mana left, we are winning. We are winning because we have Pact of Negation. Well, ideally we would have gotten a land though. We didn't, but I would say we got pretty lucky with our draw so far. We're not going to complain. And the only thing we can do here is just pass the turn. Our opponent is not doing anything. He's playing land and pass. He's playing the right way. Most likely he has some dispel, so he probably has quite a bit of. We are in our main phase, which is good. So because we are in our main phase, we can use potentially the 2 Simian Spirit Guide to combo off, just in case. Ad Nauseam and Seachrome Coast. We already have one Ad Nauseam. Do we need a second one? Sometimes it's good to have 2 Ad Nauseam if you have a lot of mana, because if you can do Angel Grace Ad Nauseam. If he counters one Ad Nauseam, you just play the second one. We're not quite there yet, so I will just take the Seachrome Coast and build up on mana. We have 7 cards. Now if we pass the turn, we cannot combo. Even though we have 6 mana, we cannot exile 2 Simian Spirit Guide. That's a problem. But that's a problem. Well, what we could do, that's another thing we could do with the second Ad Nauseam is we can just cast Ad Nauseam for value at the end of our opponent's turn, for example, and just draw multiple Pact of Negation. Angel Grace. Okay, so now that's we just need Pact. Ideally, we want a Bosechu here. Bosechu is putting it out of our misery. Or let's imagine we get this Giga Draws 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. Giga Draws, and we win the game. So we have a few top deck here. We're gonna have to discard, which is fine. I'm going to keep Spoil of the Vault, because if it gets to a point where it's getting a bit tricky, we can Spoil of the Vault for Pact of Negation. Let's not forget that. The good thing that would be we draw a win con, so that we won't need to worry about exiling it. But now we're gonna have to discard, and that's getting not great. I can discard and draw Grace here. You won't need the second one, because if he's committing to a Vendil and click, we're just gonna combo. We're just gonna simply, if he's doing Vendil and click, is need 2 blue, 3. He has 3 mana. We might just combo in response. So let's discard Angel Grace. Anyway, if he's doing Vendil and click, he's gonna remove our Ad Nauseam. Yeah, so that's what I mean by the game can drag on for quite a long time, and then we're just gonna pass the turn again. Yeah, Giga Draws would be amazing. But when we think about it, the effect that either having Giga Draws or Bosechu will be pretty much the same. I would say Giga Draws is better because Bosechu can be answered. Fear Action Life, that's good. We're gonna force him to either to counter it. So if he counters it, he's just gonna waste the counter. Can remount it. Cryptic Command. Logic Knot. He want me to pay 5. Ooh, he has 3 mana left. We have 1 Pact of Negation. We could combo here because we during our main phase. Oh, did I play land? Hey, I think I play the land. No, I just draw Fear Action Life, so I haven't played the land. We're just gonna let him. So here we might have a spot to combo here. No, we don't want to play 5, even though we could, but that's not our problem. Well, you can have negate this spell, and then we done. So that's not a spot here. It's not a spot. Yeah, we have a third match to play. I don't want to be in the situation. Oh, and there's Ghost Quarter. So yeah, that's why Giga Draws is gonna be what we want. So in here we have Ad Nauseam, and what we're gonna do is very simple. We're just gonna cast it for value, and he's gonna have to counter it. It's too risky to let us resolve Ad Nauseam. Oh, we're gonna have to discard a card again. Electrolyze. So he wants to draw. We can do our Ad Nauseam now. If we we need to do it at the end of this turn because we don't want him to have a spot to cast a Nahiri or something stupid like this. We need to discard again. I'm tempted to discard the Spell of the Vault now. Yeah, we're just gonna discard the Spell of the Vault because we're gonna Ad Nauseam. Turn off auto yield. Just making sure we're getting it the end step and we're going for it. Ad Nauseam. So we're casting for value. He might just let it go through. But what we want to draw here, because we don't need to discard anything. We don't need to discard anything at the end of this turn. We need to discard at the end of our turn. Yeah, it's a tricky spot. It's a tricky spot here for him. Because I might just chain my Pact of Negation. Bosechu is not a problem for him, but if we draw a Giga Draws, that's a problem for him. Yeah, he should counter it. He should really counter it. Ghost Quarter. He's gonna Ghost Quarter his own land. Yeah. Let me see. What do you want to do? He wants some more blue. Okay, so that's a lot of blue. So if he wants more blue, he might just have a lot of counterspell. You might want to do a cryptic command. Logic Knot. Oh, okay. So he can Logic Knot. Well, that card is pretty good. It's pretty good. He's gonna Logic Knot for 4. we can pay for it. We can pact here, but I don't think we want to pact Logic Knot. If we pact it, he can just counter whatever we do. We don't want it. We'll just let it go, I guess. We need to draw anyway. We just need to draw this Giga Draw. Serum Vision. What are you gonna do against Serum Vision? Ha! Yes, top, put on top. Here he goes. So 3 Pact of Negation are coming. Vengeance click. Turn off auto yield. Ooh, yuck. I did not turn off auto yield. It's still on the stack. Yeah. I did not turn off auto yield. Auto yield, and then I don't think we can combo anyway. He probably did this knowing that he had double counterspell. That's a shame. This auto yield is a shame, but I'm only 10 minutes. We're gonna draw another Pact of Negation next turn. We need to get. We discarded, of course. Spell of the Vault. Well, that's not bad. We just need to top deck Spoil of the Vault or Ad Nauseam. We're not looking that bad here. He might have just 4 counterspell here though. He has 4 cards in hand. Yeah, I think auto yield didn't matter because we wouldn't have tried to combo. That would have been a bad idea to combo. Thoughtseize is good here. It's very good here. Thoughtseize. It doesn't matter. He counters it. He doesn't counter it. We don't care. We're just gonna yes. So he has Snapcaster Mage, Dispel. So that's quite a bit of counterspell here. He can do Dispel, Snap Dispel, Snap Logic Knot. That's gonna be quite a bit of mana. Can he do 4 counterspell? He can do Dispel, Mana Leak, Snap. So if I remove, oh, that's fine. If I remove a card, well, if I remove Dispel, he can Snap. If I remove Snap, he can do Dispel, Mana Leak, Snap, Dispel. So it's 3 counterspell, which is not enough. I'd rather remove a Snapcaster Mage. Because if I remove Dispel, he can, I'll just remove Snapcaster Mage. Whatever. He has a lot of mana, so Snapcaster Mage is the way to go. And let's not forget that I have a Slow the Pact. I actually forgot that. So we could have avoided a few attack. Let's Slow the Pact next turn. So he's gonna slap Caster Mage here, which is, of course. And Electrolyze. Yeah, he wants to deal some damage, which is fine. This is the end of my turn. We're still on top deck mode. Electro Flashback. Yeah, okay, still doing your thing. Serum Vision. So he only has he has Dispel Mana Leak in his hand. No, we're just gonna turn off auto yield. Just gonna slow the pack this. We should have done it before. We probably have. That's a shame because maybe it's gonna make a difference at the end. We turned 13, so we only seen 1 Ad Nauseam and 1 Spoil. So we still have 5 top deck. 5 top deck. 2 Spoils, 3 Ad Nauseam. Surgical extraction. We just can't let that go. No way we will let him go with that. No way. We just can't let this happen. So we'll just have our war here, and we might as well, if we top deck Spoils or Ad Nauseam. Yeah. Slow the pact and Pact of Negation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just gonna pay all here. I'm just gonna pay all. Stuck. Yeah, whatever. We're just gonna pay everything here. Blue, blue, black, blue, black, black. 5. So I have 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Or if we do Angel Grace and we top deck Ad Nauseam, we're pretty good to go. Anyway, our clock is looking quite bad, so we can just go all in here. Let's go all in. Let's go all in. Let's do our Angel Grace. We don't need to pay anything. You know, we do not want to pay. We top deck or we don't top deck. No. Okay. No. And we do Spoil of the Vault. We'll just go straight away in here. Spoil of the Vault. He has 3 cards in hand. If he has 3 counter spell, then that's good for him. No, he doesn't want to. He doesn't need anyway. He can counter Ad Nauseam. So Ad Nauseam. Okay. Minus 24. Woohoo! Well, that's unlucky here. Minus. We had 30 cards. We have only 5 cards in the deck, so our 3 last Ad Nauseam were in the last 6 of the deck. That's fairly. That's quite unlucky here. We've been a very unlucky game 1, and it hasn't been very well game 2 either. Let's just have a look if we still have our we still have our Lab Maniac. Am I correct? Lab Maniac is still in the deck. We do have 1 Serum Vision. How many Serum Vision? Yeah, we don't have Serum Vision, so we can't draw. If we can't draw, it's gonna be useless. But we're gonna go for it here. Anyway, we're already 6 minutes. Okay, let's do Ad Nauseam. Am I wrong or no? Lab Maniac is still no, undo. Black. We'll do Ad Nauseam. Mana Leak, Pact of Negation. I don't know what's my last 5 cards, so yes, it can be. We can actually be able to steal a win here. Dispel, Pact of Negation. Okay, let's see what we draw. Lab Maniac. No, we can't. Because we can't cast Lab Maniac here. We can't draw, but that's not be able to draw is not a problem if he doesn't have a removal spell, which, as far as we know, he doesn't have any because we saw his hand. There were none of them. We have 1 mana from the Simian Spirit Guide. Sleight of Hand doesn't draw; it just put the cards in our hand, so can't be used for that. To win on the spot with Lab Maniac. If we had, we need. We needed our Simian Spirit Guide, we needed Pentaprism, so we need a lot of things. So yeah, we just lost 2-0 here against Control. Giga Draws would have worked very well. So that's embarrassing because this kind of matchup should work well for us. Maybe the way to go. The rule with Ad Nauseam is the more we wait, we should benefit from it, because we do not need mana to cast our counterspell. We were really good. We did our Serum Vision and put our 2 Pact of Negation on top, and that's at the exact moment that we get Vendilion Click. Otherwise, we would have drawn our 2 Pact, and it would have been really hard for him to do a war, because he needs 4 counterspell. So the timing, the timing were off here. But once again, and that's what I like with the deck, is most of the time when we lose, when we look back at the game, we're always one turn they would have won, or 2 turn. So we're always very close to win. So this deck is very sharp, and it always comes down to very little detail when we lose. So if we get if it's our day, if we get that little bit of luck, we can get very good results. So it wasn't our game this time around. I think if we can have this game 1, and then so we lose that one, they lose game 2. We should be able to do something here. It's a real shame that we didn't get to play a game 1 at all. I still believe this kind of deck are good for us, and we can make it even better if we bring second Bosechu, more Giga Draws. Giga Draws would have been amazing. It would have been better than Bosechu here, just because it cannot be dealt with Ghost Quarter. And we know the control deck, they play either Ghost Quarter or Tectonic Edge. Okay, so let's wrap up that game, and let's see each other game 5. Hopefully we can finish that league with a positive, with more positive than negative. But the deck hasn't played very well in here. All right, how do I quit? Here it is. I just hit this thing and I didn't know how to get it.